What's up guys, Blake here. Today I'm going to be going over how I placed 10th in the first solo cash cup and all the strategies I used, and yeah, that's basically it. We got 112 points. Here's the match history, and yeah, let's go. So this is going to be the first game of my tournament, and I'm letting Shark because in this format you don't really need a super high kill game, so I wasn't too worried about landing tilted and going for an insane amount of kills. Mainly just getting the win because it is 25 points. So I see there's not a chest on the head. Then on this chest I get a shotgun and a harpoon. No, I'm pretty stacked to kill this guy, just no shield. He's kind of just droning, so harpoon dead. So here I'm not rushing to get any kills. I'm just kind of carring, trying to get towards center of second zone so I can get an early rotate on third zone with no mobility in this meta. That's really important on being in front of the zones, in front of the rotates. And then I see this guy in here and I'm pretty stacked, so I'm pretty confident I can kill him. So I kind of take this fight. So here I box up because I see that there's another guy that just came and I don't want to get cleaned up or third party or anything. So I'm kind of waiting for them to fight. And I see the guys just sitting on height. And I know it's first game, so the players aren't the best. So I kind of just build up in a second and just fight him because I'm pretty confident in taking my ones. And at this point, I feel like the other guy's just hiding. So here I just build up. Get a beam on him. Get his wall. I'm not trying to take any 50-50s by jumping in. I'm just piece controlling his walls and stuff. Yeah, if you guys notice, like I won't rarely take a 50-50 where I just jump in because that's an easier way to die to people that are worse than you. So just take your time. You'll win the fights most of the time. I see this guy. I ramp up on him. And then just try and box them. So at this point I know he's 1 HP, so I feel pretty confident to just get in. And dead. So here I see this guy's getting sprayed and I heard him get cracked, I'm pretty sure, earlier, so I know he's like has to be somewhat low. So I just start spraying up because I know he's above me and he falls down and get the kill. So one thing I try and do a lot is in dead lobbies work with other players. So if I see someone getting sprayed, I will try and fight them if I'm close to them and just like use the other people's bullets and stuff to help me win the fight against the guy to get a good refresh before like moving zones and stuff, because you don't want to have no mats or anything in these dead lobbies and you can get refreshes pretty easily. So here I was on height. This guy ramps it. He gets it. I try and fight for it and I get chopped out. Kind of have to give it up at this point. I don't have like the most insane amount of mats, so I just heal, take my time. I bounce her out here and I block my head because I don't want to get beamed. You can get beamed pretty easily by kids on height, so you just always got to make sure to block that. And at this point I'm just looking for a refresh. I know I don't really have many mats, so take this guy's edit. I'm lucky my attack didn't do more damage, but I come up here. I get 2 tunnel vision on this guy, which caused me to get hit by that guy and just die to this end. If I were you guys, just don't get too focused on one guy and make sure to still be aware of your surroundings. So here it's game 2 and I'm letting Shark again. I'm contested by one person. Pretty confident in taking my one at Shark. Missed the easiest snipe right there, but I have a shotgun and a sniper, so pretty confident to take the fight. The guy's just taking weird bloom fights because I only got 13 points in my first lobby, so still not the best of lobbies. So just ramp up, kill him right there. So one thing that's really important is sticking to your game plan. Obviously I didn't have the best first game. I got 13 points and obviously the win is 20. I just kept my mental high and stuck to the game plan by landing Shark every game, and that's a really big part of these cash cups. So obviously we're in game 2. I didn't get the highest point game 1, so I'm still not in the best lobby, so I'm pretty confident to still W key, especially with the loot I got. And one thing I do when gliding in on the bus is look who thinks the bus driver and see if there's any pros I know or anyone good in the lobby to watch out for, and I kind of know where all like the top players land. So basically just get on his wall, take it 80, get it out on me. Just kind of predicted where he was going to go by flipping my ramp. Here I'm carring to center of second and Misty, and this guy decides to get out of his car and jump me. So I first try his wall, thrown him dead like that. So it wasn't really a fight I wanted to take. I was mainly focusing on my positioning, trying to get center of second zone, so I was in a good spot for third moving. And one thing I normally do is keep a car with me so I can easily early rotate into third zone. This guy starts shooting me, so again I'm pretty confident in taking a fight right here. I'm really stacked, have really good loot. This guy kind of sets up a box fight, and I've played a lot of box fights in creative, so I was just kind of playing my peanut butter edits, and he just wasn't very good at it. So Just piece control him and kill him. So right here, I know I have all the loot I need to win this game, and I'm pretty confident in winning it with the loot I have. So there's really no reason for me to W key or take any unnecessary fights. So as you guys saw, like the last 2 kills kind of came to me, and I didn't really push them. But even whenever I got pushed, I took it confidently so I could make sure I won the fight still. So here I'm on height. Looks like I'm about to win this game. I have pretty much everything I need, and I get tunnel vision on spraying this guy rather than getting ahead. And then whenever I go to bounce your head, I don't look in front of me before doing it. And there's a guy set up trying to spray me. So if the mistake I made here was if I looked ahead, I could have RPG'd him and then bounced and I would have had height. And instead, I didn't. Costed me the game. So always be aware of where you're bouncing to before you actually do it. As you guys saw in game 2, I didn't have the best game. So one thing I did was stay composed and not get tilted because I knew I still wouldn't be in the best lobby. My mental is what kind of brought me to this 10 kill win I get in game 3, which kind of brought me back to the top of the leaderboard. So here I'm taking this fight. I just boated up on him and he just walks up. So I spray his wall before I jump on it so I don't stand there with my pickaxe out. Take it. Hit him 47. And he's trying to run back, so I know I can play a little more aggro. But from dead, trying to pre-fire and miss it. Wall him first, and he's dead. So I know these kills off spawn are really free because, especially whenever I have a purple lever shotgun, I'm really confident that I'll just get the kill almost 9 out of 10 times, especially in these lobbies. Here's another mid-game fight. This was not the smartest fight because it was more center zone, so there's a lot of third-party potential from other players. So I recognized that and kind of just got myself in there. You just got to trust your aim and hit your shots. So I knew there's another guy just box up, and this takes a little bit. 28. Almost die here, but I just play smart and just keep trying to heal without taking any dumb peeks to take damage. Eventually I get to heal up and I turn the fight around. Just try and piece control him. One thing I try and do a lot is predict what my enemies are going to do. So as you guys saw right there, I pre-fired his edit because I knew he was going to edit it. So I shot while jumping down. And I see him trying to pop minis. I know he's low, panicking. Jump on his wall. First shot, he's dead. Right here, I go for a snipe. 33. My bloom was very bad. So I don't get that kill. And then I start going for it and see this guy get sniped. So I see this as an opportunity for a refresh. Because I know he just took 100 health minimum. And so I'm just trying to get in on him. It was a pretty risky play, but it definitely worked out and won me the game in the future. Get the loot. He had a scar, peppers, bouncers, everything I needed to win the game. So it was a pretty crucial kill for me winning the game. So one thing I would recommend is if you guys see an opportunity for a refresh in these 4th zones, half zones that can win you the game, because I obviously didn't have everything I needed, but I was still pretty stacked, then definitely just try and go for it as long as it's not too risky. So here I got peppers from that kill. And I just pop a pepper. I'm being aware, as you guys can see, like looking behind me and stuff. Make sure I don't get hit. And I see right here that these kids all have cones on their head. So I kind of just ramp up and I'm coning myself on the way so I don't get boxed. Because that's a very easy way to die and how to throw. Right here, I'm just kind of looking for holds on kids because these kids just rotated late. So you got to take advantage of other people's mistakes. It's really hard to hit the kids in the crystals, but I do end up getting a kill right here. Again, I'm looking below me to make sure the guys under me are not trying to take height because kids will try and cycle you. Bouncers and such. So I end up getting that kill. Oftentimes on height and half you're gonna end up being able to get a free kill on beams on kids rotating late, so always be looking for that. Right here I see zone pulls across to my east and I see there is a kid on opposite height, so I kind of just get a tag on him and then I look ahead, pop a pepper, and I just bounce her head and I get on height in front of first moving because I just want to try and hold height here. I have the mats to hold it. And I have a scar, which I know I'm going to be able to do a lot of damage, a lot of pressure. So I'm just looking for a lot of holds on kids. And one thing I do a lot on height is stay back and bounce her head. But obviously be aware of where you're bouncing to. So there's just a lot of free holds right here. Get damage. And then I bounce her head. And most of the time these kids will not be looking at height. So you will just still have it. You can just ramp it up. Again, always look back edge zone. You can definitely find free kills. Free siphon, everything on the back of edge zone. So I keep reconnecting myself, looking for kills. This kid tries ramping me and I just keep it. One big thing about keeping height is high walling it. So you high wall off your enemy, they can't ramp it, and they'll most of the time give it up unless they just are cycling it, which is kind of rare. I pop a big pop before I bounce her. And again, bouncer head. I see there's a tower right here, 3 high, that I can just ramp up on, and no one will even attempt to take it. So always make sure to just bouncer ahead, keep height, put a lot of pressure on second height. Like this guy was the closest up to me, so I was just spraying him down until he dropped. That's a big part of it. Especially whenever they're edge zone like this with splashes, they will try and come up behind you. So you just got to make sure you cannot get ramped or bounced on from any direction. So here I'm just staying ahead, and I notice I'm on wood only now, so I start double layering it because wood's a lot easier to spray out. Again, just spraying kids. Right here I pop a pepper. I popped 2 peppers. I'm pretty sure I had 90 health because I took a tick or something, so I just popped 2 because I had extra. Bounce your head again, and then you can just spray kids. Kind of just flicking on kids at this point. I'm just going off. Get that kill. This kid goes to the loot. Dink. Get that kill. At this point, I dropped down, which is something you should never do. Never drop off of height. In this situation, I easily could have gotten boxed or height taken and lost the game. I messed up right there. That was a mistake by me. Just stay on height. Keep putting pressure. I only had 14 AR bullets at this point, so I was kind of using them to pressure this kid because I knew he was trying to pop shield. I knew he was low. I started looking for this kid. I know he's in the sand, so I know I have no AR ammo. I have to play tack, so I kind of drop down a little bit and try and get edits on him. But I make sure to try and stay on height at all times. He ends up bouncing up and taking it. And I only had 1 build, so I didn't even try and hold it. And then he's just on height. Take a balloon fight and get the win. That was a 10 kill win that brought me back up super high in the leaderboards.